week two is just underway. But and I am going to be watching some football after this. But it's time for me to review week one. I was going to do it like at least last night, but I just spaced it out and had to do other things first. But in any event, let's get started because I don't have time for this bullshit. The 2016 season opener had some very interesting games. A lot of good games, and quite a few good games as well. The Panthers-Broncos game to open up week one. The Raiders-Saints shootout. The Colts-Lions game was good. Hell, even the Chiefs-Chargers opener was very good. Was really good. Hell, even the Browns-Eagles game had some intrigue because of Carson Wentz and Robert Griffin III. I guess the only bad games on the schedule were the two Monday night openers. Especially the Rams game. Let's get into that. Let's get into that right now. Let's start with the Thursday game. Broncos defeating the Panthers 21-20. The Broncos were down 17-7. And it looks like the Broncos are going to be relying heavily on the running game. Janovich scored a great... Janovich, the new Broncos fullback, scored one hell of a touchdown. That was really good. Like I said, Trevor Siemian, he played okay, but considering who he was facing the Panthers. There's 2 interceptions, but like I said, they weren't his fault, but they're still his interceptions. You're gonna throw interceptions. It's how you respond after you throw that interception. That being said, he should not be throwing picks. It is what it is there. Broncos defense, on the Panthers side of things, Kelvin Benjamin actually played well. I mean, he had 91 yards receiving. Cam Newton, he was playing well, and then the hits happened, and of course, 2 Broncos got fined for those cheap shot hits or whatever. As I know Panther fans were kind of bitching about that, but it's like at the same time, the Panthers got away with offensive holding all fucking game. Okay, so to say that the referees cheated the Panthers out of a few plays is fucking bullshit. Go fuck yourselves, okay? And C.J. Anderson on the Broncos side obviously carried this team. I mentioned that earlier, and I'll say it again. One touchdown receiving, and 1 touchdown rushing. And the rushing touchdown ended up being the game winner. Panthers had a chance to win the game with the field goal, but of course, that didn't happen. Broncos are 1-0. The Panthers are 0-1. Raiders defeating the Saints 35-34, and what a fucking game. Watch out for the fucking Raiders. I'll tell you that right now. Now, Derek Carr. As I was watching this game in particular, the Raiders actually look like, offensively anyway, but they look like they're actually playing football. It's been a while since I've seen the Raiders do that. I mean, it's been a long fucking time since that has happened. There's a reason why plenty of people have the Raiders winning this division and not the Chiefs. On the Saints side of things, well, their offense will be, well, Drew Brees will still help fantasy players. I mean, that's pretty much all he's there for these days. They're pretty much all he can do because their defense is still fucking trash. I mean, how about Willie Snead for the fucking Saints? He was really good. But of course, the Raiders, Amari Cooper, Michael Crabtree, Seth Roberts, okay, Latavius Murray, and their second running back, Richard, whatever, however you want to pronounce that name, but he scored that big, long touchdown. Oh yeah, and the Saints, Brandon Cooks, catching a 98-yard touchdown, the longest touchdown pass of Drew Brees' career. I think it's the longest pass of Drew Brees' career, period. It's also the longest touchdown pass in Saints history, if I'm not mistaken. However, the Raiders going for two, not once, not twice, but 3 times. They failed the first one, got the second one, and the third one, which ended up being the game winner. Some would say it's a gutsy call, but that's just part of the rules of. That's just part of an unwritten rule. If you're on the road and you're on the verge of and you score a touchdown to put the game within 1, you go for 2. If you're at home, you go for the PAT. I mean, oh yeah, fuck that shit. So yeah, it was a good call, but it was still a gutsy call because I'll give it to you there. But hey, Raiders are 1-0. The Saints are 0-1. Eagles defeating the Browns 29-10. Look, like I said, it's still just the Browns. I'm not hating on the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, it's got nothing to do with that. I hope Carson Wentz is the future for this team because he did play well. Okay, I'll give him that. The thing is, though, the Browns have a lot of new players on that team. And I really should. And before I continue, I really should change my pick from the Chicago Bears to the Philadelphia Eagles for Monday because the Bears always fucking disappoint me. They've been disappointing me as of late, I'll tell you that, especially in their own home building. But back to the Browns. Yeah, Carson Wentz throwing a couple of touchdown passes. The first one to Jordan Matthews and the second one to Nelson Aguilar, which was Aguilar's first career touchdown catch, if I'm not mistaken. Which is kind of pathetic because he was like a first round pick from a year ago, and he's catching, and he waited all this time to score a touchdown. Was he injured last year? Don't know. Don't give a fuck. Okay. Mm-hmm. Eagles defense. Everybody wants to shit on the Browns. Everyone can shit on the Browns if they want, but yeah, the Eagles defense played well, obviously. So I mean, it's kind of to be expected because it's Jim Schwartz. I mean, 2 years ago his Buffalo Bills defense was in the top category of sacks. I believe led the NFL in sacks, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, forgive me. But Robert Griffin III, once again breaking his shoulder, getting himself injured. Was it Robert Griffin III's fault for this? No. Shockingly, if had Barnage not let go of his block, I don't know why he was fucking doing that, but whatever. At the same time, it's just Robert Griffin just has that reputation. I mean, it is what it is. So Josh McCown's starting today. Hopefully he doesn't win, but it is what it is there. But yeah, Eagles 1-0 and the Browns 0-1, and that's the thing. I believe they. Here's why Eagle fans. This is why people keep saying that it's just the Browns because they lost 17. Because the Browns have lost 17 out of 18 season openers since their return in 1999. Okay, so sorry if you're going to act like crybabies because people weren't impressed. Okay, get the fuck out of here. Moving on quickly. Vikings defeating the Titans 25-16. This wasn't really that great of a game. It was really in actuality, it was 25-10. The Titans actually had the lead at one point, but then certain bullshit happened. Marcus Mariota throwing that interception, which was ran all the way back for a touchdown, and then a handoff miscue happened, and that was ran back for a touchdown. The Vikings' offense wasn't really that great. Okay, the Titans. The fact of the matter is this: they lost to a Sean Hill-led Vikings team. The Titans' defense, but despite that, they actually played well. But it was the Titans' offense that cost them this game. It was Marcus Mariota that cost them the game. Hey, maybe they'll have an easier time today because Detroit's defense is still not good. Whatever, it is what it is there. Adrian Peterson. Very disappointing game though for him. Only 30 yards or something like that. The only good player on offense at least on that day was Stephon Diggs. What a shock. Bottom line is this: Vikings by hook or crook, 1-0. The Titans 0-1. I know they've won their season openers in the past, but it was usually against garbage. It was against shaky teams. This was a good Vikings team. So Chiefs defeating the Chargers 33-27. How about Melvin Gordon scoring a couple of touchdowns? Something he didn't do at all last year was score touchdowns. Yeah, he probably would have scored touchdowns. He probably would have scored a few touchdowns had Melvin Gordon not coughed up the ball all the fucking time. I mean, when you keep coughing up the ball like that, you're not going to get a lot of carries. It's just how it works. It looked like the Chiefs pick was a mistake, right? Because they were down 24-3 or whatever, and then in the fourth quarter they were down 27-10. How the fuck did the Chiefs win this game? Because the Chargers. Oh yeah, that's right. Because the Chargers wide receiver, don't want to make excuses, but their wide receiver Keenan Allen once again got hurt, and he was actually playing well before he got injured with that serious ACL tear. It is what it is. But that's no excuse for the Chargers defense not playing fucking flat. They only scored 3 points in the fucking fourth quarter or something like that before the Chiefs came roaring back. Alex Smith, over 380 yards. It's in the game. He did throw an interception, but that was a great play by that Charger player, more than anything else. Then overtime happened, and the Chiefs had the ball first, and they ended up having it last as well because, was because, and that's because the Chiefs scored on their very first possession of overtime, thanks to Alex Smith, and that was some good fucking plays. Spencer Ware doing his part, of course, in relief of Jamal Charles. I'll just leave it at that. Chiefs 1-0, Chargers 0-1. Bengals defeating the Jets 23-22 in a very interesting game. Now, before the Thursday night game, I would have just said, hey, the Jets, they got, the Jets, okay, it's week one. You don't know what to expect in week one. But after seeing what happened with between the Jets and the Bills, I'm going complete 180. I think the Jets will finish. I think the Jets will do just fine. But because the Jets, they went after Andy Dalton, man. Holy shit. 7 sacks against Andy Dalton. I mean, their defensive line is fierce. Sheldon Richardson, Muhammad Wilkerson. Of course, I don't think Sheldon Richardson doesn't have many sacks, but you get what I mean. And there's one more guy. But holy shit, man, Darrelle Revis, he's getting old. Okay, I'm sorry, he's starting to lose a few steps. I mean, AJ Green burned him there. That's the bottom fucking line. AJ Green burned him. In the old days, regardless of whether he had safety help or not, Darrelle Revis would have gotten that would have been all over a pass like that. So yeah, there is some concern there. Wasn't the prettiest of games, but AJ Green had a monster fucking game. Jeremy Hill scoring a touchdown on a very fucking tough run. But of course, it came down to field goals. The Jets, they were up 22-20, but the Bengals had a whole lot of time left, and I believe all 3 of their timeouts. So yeah, got to put that into factor as well. So yeah, they kicked the game-winning field goal, and then of course they had to rely on Ryan Fitzpatrick to come back, and he is not that type of quarterback. So of course after that, you knew the Jets were going to lose. I mean, at least that game. So the Jets entering week 1 were 0-1. The Bengals 1-0. Buccaneers defeating the Falcons 31-24. Fuck. Anyway, Winston played well. I gotta be honest with you. Winston played well. 4 touchdown passes. He did throw that one interception though. Oh, and that was a dumbass fucking pass. I don't know who that was to. Sorry, but not to shit all over it, but it was a good performance. Their wide receivers, Mike Evans, and their tight ends, especially Safarian Jenkins. If this guy could stay healthy and not be a fucking goofball or whatever, he could be a legitimate tight end in the National Football League. Okay? I mean, come on. We've seen some glimpses of how good he can be. All right. As far as the Falcons go, they still have Julio Jones, and what a touchdown that was. Matt Ryan. Come on, he's peaked. He is fucking peaked already. I mean, give me a fucking break. The Falcons' defense is shit. I'm sorry, it's still fucking shit, and will remain fucking shit until proven otherwise. What is up with the? I mean, yeah, you can have a great defensive coordinator all you want, but if he becomes a head coach, totally fucking different, and you won't necessarily have the same players. Who the fuck do they have besides Witherspoon? Falcons 0-1, Buccaneers 1-0. Ravens defeating the Bills at 13-7. Even this game was a little fucking boring, but there were a few good plays. But there were only a few good plays. And there were only a few good plays. Mike Wallace catching that touchdown. That was a good one. Justin Forsett doing his part, and even Terrence West for the Ravens. Why did the Cleveland Browns let him go? Because he was overweight or something stupid like that. As far as Buffalo goes, well, they got stuff. They got fucking issues. They really have fucking issues. God, penalties, and they just fired their offensive coordinator, Greg Roman. Buffalo Bills entering week 2 0-1. They're 0-2 now, of course. And the Ravens 1-0. Flacco didn't play too poorly, actually. He actually played well. And I've noticed every time Dennis Pitta catches a pass, he ends up going down immediately. Maybe because he's afraid that he might dislocate his hip again. Moving on. Texans defeating the Chicago Bears 23-14. And this game was good, actually. The Bears were up 14-13 at halftime, and then, like I said, the Texans made Texans just made better adjustments in the second half. Osweiler did not get off to a great start in his Texans debut. He threw that interception, of course. It was a clean fucking pocket, so you can't really say he was being rushed. He was rushing the throw. He was more like forcing the throw. If Osweiler could stop doing that, this Texans offense can actually be pretty good. Got DeAndre Hopkins. Of course, you know how good he is, no matter who the quarterback is. And how about Will Fuller? He did drop a touchdown. He did drop a potential touchdown pass earlier, but then he responded nicely after that. He did score a touchdown as well. And the Texans defense, they did a great job. They've got some players on that Texans team. It's not just J.J. Watt. It's merciless. If Jadeveon Clowney can just stay healthy this year. He's had injury problems his first couple of years. But if he could stay healthy, this fucking Texans team will be very fucking dangerous. Trust me when I say that. And of course, we know about J.J. Watt and the list of injuries that he fucking had. It may take him some time for him to be the J.J. Watt that we're accustomed to seeing. And as far as the Bears go, well, Kevin White, you can't stop your route. Okay, it's just common sense. But then again, whatever there. That interception was still partially Jay Cutler's fault because, understandable if it's your rookie season and you're eyeing your receiver, but this is Cutler's 11th fucking season. He should not be doing that. Sorry. Moving on. Packers defeating the Jaguars 27-23. Excuse me. Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the league. I don't know what's wrong with saying that. I really don't understand what's so wrong with saying that. Okay? I don't fucking get it. I understand it's the media I understand the media always says that shit, but you know what? The media's not wrong all the fucking time. I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you, and they're definitely not wrong about Rodgers. He is the best quarterback in the NFL. Period. I don't care what a certain orangey-haired guy on fucking Fox Sports 1 says. Yeah, good luck to Shannon Sharp dealing with that trolling douchebag. He always likes to. Anyway, on to the fucking game. Not much. Eddie Lacy, he looks a little bit bigger than usual. Yeah, the NFL is probably. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure he already took his piss test or whatever, but just saying, last year Eddie Lacy was being ripped on for being a little bit too heavy or whatever, but now he looks big or whatever the fuck. So could be steroids or something. I don't know. Regardless, he played well. He played pretty good. Good. On the Jaguars side of things, Chris Ivory didn't play that game because of an undisclosed illness. But T.J. Yeldon is a really good running back. Let me say this about the Jacksonville Jaguars. If Jacksonville can stay healthy, especially offensively, they could actually be a top 5. They could actually be a top 5 offense. I mean, give me a fucking break. Listen, my only concern is Blake Bortles, obviously, because he has the same wind-up throw that Tebow has. He just has a stronger arm than Tebow, and he's actually a little bit more accurate than Tebow is. Just saying. But hey, their wide receivers are good. Allen Hurts is good. Allen Robertson is really good. Good. If Julius Thomas can just stay healthy, Julius Thomas can actually be pretty good too. My concern is the offensive line as well, because Luke Jokel, and he is a fucking joke. What the fuck, man? That's all I'm going to say about that. Packers 1-0. It was a great fucking game too. And the Jaguars 0-1. The bottom line is this: Jacksonville is once again 0-1. It is what it is. All right, Lions defeating the Colts 39-35. Of course, the Lions were up at one point, 21-10. Yeah, 21-10. But then Andrew Luck, I don't know what other people saw, but Andrew Luck is playing. Andrew Luck, it looks like he's going to be back. He's going to be dangerous this year. The Colts offense is actually pretty good. All right. Of course, you got T.Y. Hilton, Dante Moncrief, Philip Dorsett, Dwayne Allen, and Patrick Doyle. Well, the 2 tight ends. This offense will be scary. Their offense will have to get the job done. And their offensive line played well, okay? They only gave up 1 sack. Everybody wants to talk about how bad the offensive line is. They did a good job protecting Andrew Luck to me. It's just, oh man, on the Lions side of things, how about Theo Riddick and Amir Abdullah? Of course, Amir Abdullah is going to have to do a lot more. He actually had a good opening day last year. Of course, the Lions lost. Abdullah is going to have to do a lot fucking more this season than just play well in home openers. Give me a fucking break. Marvin Jones playing well. The Lions' new acquisition. Eric Ebron, if he can stay healthy, like I said, just like with Safarian Jenkins, he could be a really good tight end in the NFL. And the Lions, dating back to last season, they're now 7-2 in their last 9 games. Only the Chiefs have a better record at 9-0, of course. Regular season only, obviously. So of course the Chiefs have won 11 straight regular season games and 12 of their last 13. Forgot to mention that on the Chiefs part. And Jim Caldwell beats his former team. Of course, it was looking like the Lions were going to lose because of Matt Prater's field goal. The Lions would have been up 35-28 or something like that, but instead it's 34-28. The Colts looked like they were going to win, except for one problem. The Lions still had a couple of timeouts left with 36 seconds, and they only needed a field goal. The Colts, I don't know what their awareness. I don't know why they've got awareness issues defensively. They should have known better than that. But instead, they were letting players run down the field an extra 10 yards when they should be tackling them. Like, what the fuck? Shit. Anyway, I'm sorry, I keep rambling on. Colts 0-1, and that's why I'm concerned about the fucking Broncos this Sunday, today. Hey, because of the Colts offense. Their defense, yeah, a little shaky, but I'll change it to the Denver Broncos. But man, okay, Cowboys defeating the Giants. No, Giants defeating the Cowboys. 20-19. Not really much happening in this game other than a missed opportunity by Dez the douchebag Bryant. It's one thing to catch the ball, but he's still got to stay in bounds, and he can't bobble the fucking ball in the end zone. That was big because they lost 4 points to do that. They ended up having to kick a field goal in that game. Odell Beckham Jr. He played okay, but he had, take away that big catch that he had, it was an average. It was not really that great of a game for him, but it is what it is. There. Eli Manning got thrown, I believe, 3 touchdown passes. He did throw that one interception. It was like, what the fuck was he thinking there? But Victor Cruz catching the game-winning touchdown pass. Welcome back, Victor Cruz. Of course, he did the salsa dance. Of course, every time he does the salsa dance, he looks like he has to go to the fucking bathroom afterwards. But in any event, the Cowboys could have won this game if Terrence Williams, the Cowboys, they had 12 seconds left. Terrence Williams, he caught the pass and he got the first down, but he forgot to get out of bounds after that. Even Dez the douchebag Bryant was telling him, dude, out of bounds. I'll just leave it at that. Giants 1-0, Cowboys 0-1. Okay. Patriots defeating the Arizona Cardinals 23-21. And just like the Bronco game, the game ended on a missed field goal. I've been saying this to other people in the past, but it was a pretty ironic game because the Patriots home opener against the Arizona Cardinals 4 years ago, the Patriots lose on a missed field goal. And now, fast forward 4 years later, the Cardinals home opener, and they lose on a missed field goal. Now, and that was a bad fucking snap. I can't blame Cat and Zero for that. Nor should I have blamed him, period. It's like I've said in the past, if you have to rely on your kicker to win the game, you didn't do enough. And the Cardinals did not do enough. Larry Fitzgerald did his part. 2 touchdown catches. And he was the only player on offense that was catching the ball. David Johnson played well too. But what happened to Michael Floyd? What happened to fucking John Brown? you expect inefficiency from the tight ends of the Arizona Cardinals. I don't think their tight ends are great, but their defense played flat. Okay, they did have a cornerback. They did have a running back convert into a cornerback for the Cardinals, and that's how Jimmy Garoppolo threw that touchdown pass to Hogan. But even then, the Cardinals just played flat in general. And the Cardinals, Garrett Blount was running them over a little bit. I mean, not a lot, not like D'Angelo Williams did to the Redskins, but he was running them over a little bit. Hey, Julian Edelman was going to show up. Like I said, the Cardinals played fucking flat. I mean, I think, and everybody's saying that they're a Super Bowl contender. Nothing against the Cardinals these days, because I think the Cardinals have proven that they're a good football team. But let's slow the fuck down on them. Cardinal fans can say what they. Cardinal fans can't believe it. Cardinal fans can say they're Super Bowl contenders because, well, I'm not going to wreck Cardinal fans for that shit because they're Cardinal fans. But everybody else, slow the fuck down on this team. Come on now. But hey, and like I said, what the fuck did they expect? Did they expect them to just roll over and die or whatever the fuck? You knew they're gonna be ready to play. I mean, come on. Get the fuck out of here. Very disappointed in the Cardinals, though. Patriots 1-0, Cardinals 0-1. Steelers, all right, on to the Monday games. Steelers defeating the Redskins 38-16, excuse me. Antonio Brown, what was up with the Redskins game plan defensively? Why didn't they put Josh Norman on Antonio Brown? Okay, the whole game. I understand the game plan. If they want to be like the Seattle Seahawks, because the Seahawks do the same fucking thing. But Josh Norman, listen, is Josh Norman the greatest corner on the team? No, but they only have two good players on defense: Ryan Kerrigan and Josh Norman. But there's good players too. But there's two. Shut the fuck up. No, there isn't. Bite me. Like I said, D'Angelo Williams ran over the fucking Redskins defense. Roethlisberger, he played okay. He played okay. He did throw that interception early in the game. Kirk Cousins, 340 some yards or whatever the fuck, but he had to throw like 40 some passes to get those yards. And he didn't throw a touchdown pass. Couldn't even throw a garbage touchdown pass. He did throw two real interceptions at that. Shit. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for that. Steelers 1-0, Redskins 0-1. Yeah, and like I said, I like that. 49ers. All right, last up, 49ers defeating the Rams 28-0. And what the fuck can I say about this game? That was not even a fucking game. That was just fucking garbage. I mean, the Rams let Blaine Gabbert throw a touchdown pass on. I mean, come on, Blaine Gabbert, really? Carlos Hyde, he played well. He played well on Monday night, but he played well last year when they were facing the Vikings. The only difference between the 49ers of last year and the 49ers of this year is the head coach. I think Chip Kelly is definitely a better coach than Jim Tomzula. Like, what the? I mean, give me a fucking break. as far as the Rams go, their offense sucks. Their defense is not that fucking great. 3 years ago, this defense was good. Yeah, 3 years ago. But this is 3 years later, and fucking Aaron Donald. I mean, Todd Gurley, other than a few good running plays, the 49ers pretty much shut them down because the Rams don't have any fucking receivers. They just have imposter receivers like Kenny Britton and Brian Quick, which is an ironic last name because he's anything but quick. And Tavon Austin, if we were talking about his return, if we were talking about his kick returning and his punt returning, hey, we could talk about that because he is a good punt returner. Because he is a good returner. But he was drafted number 1, a high draft pick at that, if I'm not mistaken, to be a wide receiver, not a kick returner. You could get that in like the 6th round or something like that. But yeah, and Case Keenum, he sucks. I'm sorry. Gave him plenty of chances. He fucking sucks. I'll just leave it at that. Alright, 11-5 last week. Pretty good week for me. This week though, starting 0-1. Expect me to go like 6-10 this upcoming week, or maybe even worse than that. I mean, it happened to me last year, so I'll just leave it at that. So, that's it. That's all. Till next time, later, fuckers.